Hello, good afternoon, welcome to a new game. In this case, the African plains will be played in this scenario, and for this I have chosen the 3 African factions that are in the game, Ptolemaic Carthaginian things. And to complete the quartet, well, I have chosen the Mauryaans that, although they are from India, well, it also has war elephants like the previous ones, okay? Then, from now on, I look for it. In the replays, it lasted 55 minutes and we will discuss it. The first thing we will do is set a fast speed so that the video does it. Lasted too long, well, this is our position. Speed 5. And normally on the ground I put my passion either to the left or to the right. We already have it. Another thing is, I'm going to choose my faction as an observer. This is how I played during the game, and in this anyway, as it turns out that there is a lot of wild game apart from some chickens that were here. Well, I am going to take out no less than 5 horsemen to capture. Well, there are even elephants, giraffes. Normally I usually take one out, but in this case, given the amount of game, it may be preferable to get a disc. Very good, so we are collecting food. We have already built 2 orchards from the hunt. We are also getting wood here. We have some African wows. And in which we pass to the intermediate stage, we will worry about getting stone and metal. There is a stone portfolio and there is a mine there. Suddenly we will run out of wood stocks in our territory, so we will have to leave. I imagine it will be important to control the center because usually there are plenty of resources in this area. Well, we just finished build 2 barracks and thus we will get soldiers out faster. Music. Here we have a soldier who is building houses. We must not forget about that, because if it does not stop the departure of people, that is, whether they are citizens or doubled or even artifacts. For example, siege battering rams are animals, such as elephants in this case, and even if you have a lot of resources, you can't get out. Okay, we've just moved on to the intermediate phase. It's time to start building, for example, a couple of markets. Here we have the first one. There would be the second one. He could distance them as much as possible and in areas that I consider are not too risky. Here we would also have a forge with those 3 buildings and we could move on when we have enough resources to the urban phase. In any case, we will also build with its temple as well. We could build the pyramids. These are the small ones. The big one is worth little by little. Music. Well, as you can see, there is less and less wood within nothing. We have run out of wood within our territory, and we will necessarily have to leave our territory. Okay, we already have the border here in this case. All the red ones, who are the Carthaginians, have gone ahead of us. As you can see, they have occupied the 2 power stations. The system did not like the fact that we are their building areas. Very well, you see, there is the center that they have placed right in the center. Well, I'm going to slow down because this is already interesting, and here we have trees that we could use, but it's in a slightly delicate area here. For example, there is a tower, that there is another. The civic center and the enemy soldiers are there. In this case, they do rather than harass. Music, we should find a slightly quieter area to be able to continue with this, obtaining wood. Okay, there you have access, music. To see how the move to the urban phase goes, because we would already have raisins that with the heat of the battle this well, surely I have been confused and have not activated this icon. We still have a few soldiers there. In this case, they are archers who are controlling the approaching enemy soldiers, but what has been said would be better to forget about this area and focus on a quieter one. For example, here there's a neutral zone down here. Okay. So we're going to install another civic center here. Let's see. That's it. It's already in the commercial caravan on the way. You see there, you can see some merchants carrying the American market, music. And we have already passed to the urban phase, and we have just built an arsenal, from which only these 2 types of the artifacts would be the siege rams and the oil towers. In this case, it does not make any sense because there are no walls to conquer, therefore we will only take out siege rams, and obviously what we do have to do is activate these improvements that are here. Very well. More buildings that we are going to build. On the one hand, the Great Temple of Love. Later here, the Blessed Field is already built. Here we would have the Villanova. Or the town is not going. And we have not yet taken any stables because there are 2. This and this and this, it would be the state of elephants. Okay, that's good. This tower alone has gone to conquer us. Well, very badly. VE already said it many times that if there is any nearby enemy building or a nearby enemy soldiers, it's like they're like a magnet, and our soldiers, well, me too, because they feel obliged to try to capture or destroy them. Sometimes the solutions are to take them further or put them in a defensive attitude, and not even then. Can see how up to now it has hardly moved, but now the elephants have arrived and we have quickly achieved the perfect tower. Let's see if we do the same with this other one. That we have conquered the tower, but it has fallen off our territory. That is why that light is blinking. This Blue line, you see we have already lost it again. Let's say I should have been faster. I am building the fortress there that I had not yet built because I was trying to link this. Let's unite them with that area, but I've arrived later. That battering ram that has destroyed in the Torres is fine. Well, now we could choose to attack that civic center that is in the center or this other one, which we will attack before. I think that the one in the center, because it is the that they have built later, and it will surely be less protected. So we go there and take it away. Please, what do they do to us? Because that way we can control the entire center, and we have more wood metal here. There is stone anyway. Let's go, because the central areas are usually quite rich in resources, and now, well, we can choose either we continue attacking the Carthaginians or we look for another faction. Music. Here we have the fortress, and here are the three possible heroes. Pass them on for each hand. I think this was the first one. Okay, we attack this center civic now here, as it is the first that the Carthaginians had. You will see what happens with all the buildings that are in there. Influence when they took it away. Music. That only happens if the building is the first that there was. For example, in that case it hasn't happened. Well, besides, I didn't have anything around. Okay, well, now it seems that we're going to continue here to see if we finish off the Carthaginians. Music. I'm not taking them because the only thing they would do is destroy all that. Music. Okay, well, we already have the Carthaginians very weak. I'm sure I don't think they'll have much left. If they're trying to build a house, music, there's another civic center there. The doubt is, we will achieve it or we will destroy it. Jesus was going to depend on the number of elephants and teeth that go. It seems that there are going to be several elephants because they have destroyed it. Well, the solution is to build another civic center. And thus we colonize this area with them. And we prevent the enemies from doing it. There we have a soldier who has been wounded, and we have gone to that tower by himself. The hero has not left yet. Okay, he just died. You see, he is the one who was there. Music. Music. No, I like my soldiers to go on their own. I haven't ordered them to go there. But anyway, those are all except applause. By the way, the little things were originally from Sudan, I think. Music. And then they went there without asking for permission. They themselves are capable of destroying the civic center. Well, not as you can see. Well, that's what happens when you do this on your own. Music. Is that many times you can't control everything. Applause. There we have another one that does exactly the same thing. Gone without me telling you. Okay, now the bulk of the forces have already arrived, and they are coming towards this area now. Yes. Music. By the way, we have already built the wonder, and in fact, the glorious expansion is about to be activated. Okay, so let's see if we can get this civic center of the Ptolemies. Music. Okay, the same thing happened as before. That is to say, everything that was around has been built, these two houses that we had already achieved beforehand. Very well, now let's continue. Let's see where we're going now. There you can see on the small map a civic center. Is this one right here? Okay, it's actually a colony. It doesn't have the category of civic center, but it can be promoted. Very good. Well, now I imagine I'll be recruiting more soldiers in the here bit of this area, all of this area, because I have it full of barracks, getting more soldiers to complete the total of 360 and to cover the possible casualties. Applause. Well, let's see when we start to attack. Well, for now I'm building more posters here to not having to go back so far is worth. Here there are 2 barracks and 2. See, for example of this, I am already taking out the soldiers and I am choosing the ones in red who are the elite archers. Let's say they are the most powerful of the 5 types that there are, and here I will do the same. Surely I will take out only this type. Okay, they are those of the cavalry. We already have 350 population. Let's see, I'm taking soldiers from here to here. And these 2 no, because I don't have enough food, it seems to me. Let's see, it seems that we are going to this center. Actually it is one. It does not have the category of civic center as such. Music. Applause. Over there you can already see the border with the Morianos. It is the purple one, and we are already overrun with this military colony. Music. Applause. We continue. That there is another barracks and another one. We get hold of them. And we start recruiting people. Take a look. And then we get hold of the civic center. In this case, you see how we managed it. Has already survived. That happens. Remember when the civic center is the first that there was from that faction. Sometimes they are dividing my forces. Well, let's go with the bulk of things comes here. We are going to see if we also snatch this other civic center. That is almost isolated, the only thing there is a good market for the game is going very well for us now. We will have to go back, because there are still 2 civic centers here. Good for there, it is a military colony. Again and one and a civic center in this case of the Mauryaans, this would be the plumbers. And the game, I don't think it lasted too long. In fact, we have already eliminated 2 factions. We only have the Mauryaans left, and I would say that what is left is here. I don't think it's gone anymore. You see, the game is already won. And we will form the forces. In this case, we will place the battering rams here. The elephants here, I think I only have 2 left and the rest, well, in this area everything is grouped. And here we have the hero as Ethnastasia told you. Okay, see here are the 2 elephants battering rams and all of these in a group of this type. Okay. Here of this guy very well. Nothing. Game 1. Let's see the summary and look for another scenario to continue uploading videos to YouTube of games of this game. Okay. There you have it, as in the previous one. Well, there has not been color. We have easily won all the other factions. In fact, the one that has battled the most after ours have been the Ptolemies, those who were closest, well, not those who had placed themselves exactly in the center. Those are the ones that have come out almost losing. Well, this is neither, don't be too bright either. Well, nothing said. See you guys in the next one. See you soon.